Hello, welcome everybody and your grandma. Welcome to episode 3 of Dead Talk with Kenny. DTWK. I gotta get used to that. For some reason I keep on mixing up the T and the W. So Dead Talk with Kenny. DTWK. We are off on the latest episode of AMC's The Walking Dead. And I have a couple of notes on my phone that I was taking while I was watching the show. First of all, I want to say that Michonne having just a cameo in this episode, just like the beginning, with her fake ass scowling, I'm so intimidating. The fact that she has walkers again, that still won't get me interested in her. I mean, I think I've said this in the past, but I feel the need to reiterate to myself. When she cut off the heads of the walkers in the beginning of season 3, when she was trying to stay undetected from the governor, Philip Blake, that's when she lost anything, to me, anything interesting about her whatsoever. Since then, have not cared about her, but now I just really dislike her a lot. And this is because of the actress herself. Danny Guerrero, or whatever her name is, you're just not good as Michonne. It's really laughable, to be honest, for me. It's really laughable. So anyway, so the main thing to talk about this episode was the fact that, excuse me, I'm really coughing a lot for some reason. Anyway, okay, so hopefully that's the last bit of the coughing. So the main thing to discuss about this episode was the fact that Andrea left Woodbury. To basically alert Rick and his gang to, you know, Phil is going to kill you all. The governor wants you all dead, and he will stop at absolutely nothing to achieve that. But first, we had what was his name? The guy with the glasses, Milton. There we go. Thank you, Milton. Now, at the beginning of the season, Milton was just, to me, he was just the guy who was just, you know, just there in Woodbury. I consider him the governor's assistant. Well, he is the governor's assistant. He was kind of a little bitch, you know, who just, you know, took orders and looked the other way if the governor was doing something bad. Now he's kind of turning into a protagonist very slowly but very surely. He's showing signs of being a protagonist, and I gotta say that the actor's portrayal of Milton is very good to me. Like I said, when the season first started, he was a guy that was just there. You know, I actually considered him like kind of like a tool a bit. He was just there. You know, I didn't give a crap about him. I didn't even remember what his name was until this episode, because he's starting to show signs of dissension. You know what I mean? Like he's not really backing the governor much anymore. He didn't really like talk back to him or anything like that. But at the same time, he began to tell him that, yeah, I talked to Andrea about this and that, and the governor got pissed. He shoved him against the wall. And what else? Let's see. Like I said, Milton's getting good. I used to think of him as being just there. When Milton was showing Andrea those torture items that the governor had down in his basement or whatever, oh my god, yo. That was sick. That was one of my favorite parts of this past episode, when he was arranging his torture stuff, you know, like those scissors, those knives, and it looked like a fish hook. For some reason, the very first thing that came to my mind when I saw that fish hook was, oh crap, he's gonna dig out somebody's eye. And that somebody would most likely be Michonne, because Michonne was the one that killed his daughter. Michonne was the one that fucked his eye up. That straight up shoved that. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was glass that she shoved in his eye. So that's the first thing I thought of, is the fact that, oh crap, Michonne was the one to mess up his eye, and now he's going to do the exact same thing to her, and I can't freaking wait. That was my thought when I first saw that fish hook thing that he laid on that table, and then when Andrea was putting the gun through that window, and then Milton realized it, and he was like, no, fuck off, don't kill him. I was very glad because I don't want the governor to die, at least not yet. David Morrissey's portrayal, I've said this a million times before, I'll say it a million times more. He is badass. The governor is freaking badass. I love the governor. Still not quite at buzz cut Shane, but he is getting there, like really, and really fast too. Especially with this episode, because when he was chasing Andrea, and then when he like went into that warehouse or whatever it was that Andrea was hiding in, the constant whistling. My mouth isn't moist enough to properly whistle, but when he was whistling and stuff like that, when he was like getting closer to Andrea, oh my god, I got chills up my spine. I was loving every single freaking second of that. Not only because I want Andrea to suffer the most painful, agonizing, long death in the history of mankind. Not only because of that, just the fact that he was like, it was almost like he was saying, Andrea, I'm here, I know you're in this building, and guess what? I'm getting closer and closer to you, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Of course, Andrea had the knife, but the governor didn't know that, and besides, she wouldn't even be able to do it anyway. You want to know how I know? Because I'm Kenny. That's how I know. So, okay, oh yeah, and when he was chasing her down in the Jeep or whatever you want to call it, in the van or whatever, when she was like laying down in the grass and stuff like that, it was like a badass version of cat and mouse, you know. It was really cool. And what I gotta say, when the governor was killing the walkers or biters as he calls them, before he got to Andrea, and when he got so pissed with that shovel and he split the goddamn thing's face open, like he split open like over here, I think, like right on the mustache area, like right below the nose. He split that damn thing's head in half. Oh my god, that was. Oh my god, that was. Oh, I loved every single second of that. That was so badass, man. Oh god. And then Tyrese getting into the scuffle with that guy. I don't remember what his name is. And then oh yeah, they had that pit of walkers. I'm just gonna call them walkers. I don't care if they call them biters. I'm just gonna call them walkers. When they had that pit of walkers, and that thing of walkers, like when they were like being like trapped in that like contraption thingy, and then at nighttime somebody came in, doused them with gas, and doused them all with gas, and lit a match, and watching those motherfuckers just burn, just burn, motherfucker, burn. You know, I was like, geez, I thought it was Andrea. You know, I thought it was Andrea, but apparently not. So now we have a big mystery of who done it. Who done it? Who done it? Who done it? Who did it? Who did it? Who do you guys think did it? Me, I think it was either Tyrese or it was Milton. That's right. Remember, by the end of the episode, Milton approached the governor, or Philip Blake or whatever. He approached the governor and he was like, I'm so sorry to hear about the Walker pit. And the governor's like, it's not a problem. And Milton's like, well, I hope you catch whoever did it. The governor's like, I already have. And Milton's just like, so I better wipe this sarcastic smirk off my face, because even though I want to taunt him, I don't want it to be too obvious. So that he walks away, that the governor like steps forward a bit, like, I'm watching you, Milton. I got my eyes, or I got my eye, my one good eye, on you. I am in love with the governor. Oh man, when he oh man, but one thing that really pissed me off was when Andrea was grabbed by that walker from behind in the trees when she was hiding from that van on the streets, and then when she was ambushed by like 3 or 4 or 5 walkers. I was so hoping that she would be bitten. So hoping. Oh my god, you have no idea. Honestly, I think I hate her worse than I hated Lori back when Lori was alive. I just can't stand her. Like Lori, I think the actress's name is Lori Holden. No disrespect intended to her or whatever, but she is just trying way too hard. Like, she is like overacting, you know? It's like to me, it's like she's trying to compensate for something, because she's trying so hard, but to me she's just failing miserably. She's just not good as Andrea. I've pretty much hated Andrea ever since her sister was killed off in season 1. After that, it's just been downhill for me with Andrea. Let's see. Michonne's walkers again. She's so laughable. Very disappointed that Andrea didn't get bitten. She left Woodbury. That was pretty interesting. Milton's getting good. Used to think of him as just being just there. Governor with his torture items. That was awesome. Seeing him chase on Andrew was also awesome. Like a badass version of cat and mouse. Loved the whistling. Splitting the walker's head open was unbelievable. Mystery of the pit. Who done it? It was very strange not seeing Rick or any of his people in this episode, although Rick had the cameo. He was watching, he was like watching over, and he thought he saw something. And then when Andrea was trying to alert Rick, the governor, out of nowhere, just whips her ass, tackles her to the ground. It's like, you say a word and I'll end your life right here, you fucking little bitch. He didn't say that, but that's what he was thinking, because when he had Andrea cornered, and then Andrea had nowhere to go, and then like a total wannabe badass, she opened the door and let all the walkers in. Oh my god, I was so scared that the governor was killed off. I was like, no, you can't kill off the governor, not now, not like this, no, don't do it. And then when he tackled her ass to the ground, I was like, yeah! The governor's still alive. I'm in love with the governor, if you couldn't tell. I'm in love with him. I was in love with, I was in love, yet also terrified of Buzzcut Shade. Buzzcut Shade, one of the best antagonists in TV history, I think. Like, so good. Almost as good as, almost as good as Gustavo Fring from Breaking Bad, which is also an incredible series. I'll probably do something like this for that when that returns in the summer. But anyway, so the last thing we see in the episode is the camera panning slowly into the torture room, and guess who's in the chair? Yeah. Oh yeah. Andrea's in the chair now, baby. And I want her to be tortured so horribly. I want to see her beg for mercy. I want to see her beg for her life, only for the governor to be like, yeah, you stupid bitch, not gonna happen. You tried to kill me. You tried to let those walkers just kill me. You left me there. You left me hanging high and dry. And now guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut out your eye. Because your best friend did that to me, and guess what happens when you do that to me? Payback. I'm way too close to your computer screen. I apologize. And I know I'm aesthetically I know I'm aesthetically horrible to look at. So anyway, to wrap up this edition, did I just say? Edition, whatever. This episode, there we go. This episode of Dead Talk with Kenny. What do I think will happen with Andrea and the governor? It's too good to be true. So therefore, Andrea's not going to be tortured in the absolute least. Either Milton will find out that the governor has Andrea hidden in this torture room, or something will happen to prevent Andrea from getting any real torture. I mean, maybe the governor will slap her around a little bit, but nothing too hectic. He's definitely not going to use any of those tools on Andrea. There's no way in hell. I mean, they're not going to allow that. It's violence on women, and they're not going to allow that at all. So I think he will be. There's either two scenarios I think will happen. Scenario A, like I said before, Andrea is not going to be tortured. He'll be about to stab her with the scissors or like a knife or whatever, and then something will happen to get his attention and distract him, and then he'll be like, "Don't go anywhere. I'll be back." Either that, or he'll use Andrea as a trade-off for Michonne, because he'll mention to Rick, "Just so you know, Rick, I've got your girl Andrea. You give me Michonne, I'll give you Andrea back, and everything will be fine." And then Rick will be like, I don't trust you, all this and that and that. I don't know. So what do you guys think? What is going to happen to Andrea? What's going on with that? Who do you think who do you think was in charge of burning those walkers alive, or, you know, killing them? I think that it was Milton. I guess that's it for this edition of Dead Talk with Kenny. I'm pretty sure I covered, let's see, everything I wanted to talk about. I had written down in this notepad of mine on my phone. Blah blah blah, and I got through everything. So that is it for this edition of Dead Talk with Kenny. Excuse me. That's it for this edition of Dead Talk with Kenny, episode 3 of Dead Talk with Kenny. Send your comments down below, ask questions, feedback is always welcome, guys. Very important for this show. For now, that's it. I'm Kenny, and I'm out. Peace.